matchup to see the finesse of McGoldrick go against the physicality of Jeremiah. And we see Waikato with the tip now. They get it to Jeremiah at the high post. A nice move there, shakes McGoldrick. See a very excited start to the final, and that's McGoldrick's advantage. McGoldrick is a very dynamic big. She has the ball handling ability of a guard. We might be seeing Waikato's strategy there, double teaming Whitaker, as I'm joined now in the booth by Natu Taufale. Natu, how do you think this game could be won? Do you think it'll be won in the guards with the likes of Amy Book and Hippolyte against Ledger Walker, or perhaps in the forwards with the likes of McGoldrick and Whitaker against Jeremiah?
Well, I'm a forwards man, and I think if Canterbury control the defensive end of rebounds and offensive rebounding and take care of their positions on offense, limit their turnovers, I think they've got a good shot at competing with the likes the Waikato team. So
yeah, that's right. Both teams really limited their turnovers in their semi-finals. See Wairau open the account with a 3-point shot to put Canterbury up 3-0. Both teams really controlled their turnovers in the semi-finals and did a great job maintaining possession. As we see Waikato getting into their set now, you're seeing early they're getting Alice, their point guard, to shift it to Ledger Walker on the wing, and they're letting Jeremiah go to work against McGoldrick as she gets the ball from the high post. Some of these shots would normally fall for Waikato, however, running out at the start of the game, perhaps nervous at the start of the final. Shouldn't be though, given their pedigree. They've been in a lot of finals. Shot clock winding down. Canterbury get possession.
My apologies for entering the commentary very late. However, the traffic in Auckland is notorious for making people late.
It's not quite the same as it is in the Waikato or the Canterbury, is it? Always got to be on time in Auckland. Lots of traffic, as we see. Speaking of traffic, McGoldrick goes right through the lane, finds some of her own, but draws a foul call for her troubles.
Canterbury with the early lead. 0-1 to go. And McGoldrick nails both foul shots. 5-0.
We're seeing again Waikato get into the set where they have Alice, their point guard, shift it to Ledger Walker on the wing. This time an on-ball screen from Jeremiah. Ledger Walker showing her class.
To see Canterbury putting the pressure back on Waikato from the get-go, a quick outlet, an easy two.
It's got to be dispiriting. They've spent the last couple of possessions spending 20 seconds trying to find a good shot, and then Canterbury run down in 4 seconds, get up a layup. See, it's interesting seeing Waikato, a lot of their offense predicated on ball movement and player movement in the semi. Right now relying on some individual brilliance, first from Ledger Walker and now from Jeremiah to open their account. They're now at 4 points. We see a lot of Canterbury sets. They're relying on their bigs like Whitaker and McGoldrick, catching either in the low block or the high post. And as simple as those sets may be, you've got to just run with the mismatch you've got. And one of those two bigs is always going to have a mismatch against most sides in this tournament, as we see Canterbury with the ball out of bounds.
Hippolyte. Nice pass, right idea.
Absolutely. Jeremiah was a little late trying to catch that diver there as McGoldrick set a screen and dove to the rim almost free, but Jeremiah got there in time with the defense.
Amy Book on the drive. She misses the layup and rebound for Waikato. Here comes Ledger Walker, bring the ball down now. She's looking to penetrate.
Excellent change of speed from Ledger Walker. Ledger Walker was interesting yesterday in the semi-final. She only went for 3 points, and yet she still had a huge impact on the game with 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and she looked totally in control out of there. No one would have thought she only had 3 points, but she only put that one 3-point shot up. And that just goes to speak to her experience.
The score is 7-6 to Canterbury combined.
Yeah, Canterbury combined doing a great job this tournament.
Some good pressure there, or good defence there.
And took them a while, but the referee's got the jump ball. And Waikato won the tip. So with that jump ball, the possession arrow points to Canterbury as Waikato earned the first possession of the game. So we see Wairau take it out of bounds. They get into a middle on-ball screen. Hippolyte shifting it to Book. So Ledger Walker's going to take the point guard duties for this possession, calling their horns down play. So that'll be a down screen from their two bigs for their guards. And then a look to try and get Jeremiah inside, but McGoldrick doing a great job denying that pass. As I see Smiler with an and one, using Paulava's screen to get free into the key.
She turned the corner well there. Charlotte Whittaker a little bit late on that on-ball and showing or hedging or whatever they were going to do. And she just turned the corner and managed to get some contact. Good finish. Waikato up 1-8-7. 9-7, make that 9-7. So here we've got a little bit of full court pressure here. Token full court pressure. Hippolyte with the ball over to McGoldrick, who's driving.
This is an advantage we saw yesterday for Canterbury. When teams try and press them, they can give it to McGoldrick, who can handle the ball and move like a guard against the big who is hesitant to apply pressure, and it really alleviates all the pressure they have on them. It's a great release valve for them to have a player like McGoldrick.
So here we're seeing Crystal Ledger-Walker just controlling the tempo of the game.
It'd be great if they had Crystal here.
Oh, excuse me. My apologies.
She does play with the experience of a 19-year-old, though, doesn't she?
Yep.
Charlize Ledger-Walker, she's still 15, I believe, as we're playing this game. Waikato doing a great job plugging up that keyhole.
Hippolyte with the three, you know, that's long.
And those shots were falling yesterday for Canterbury, and they're relying on that outside ball right now. Waikato doing a great job taking away the inside looks that Canterbury are used to. They want to rely on Whittaker and McGoldrick to get inside looks, and Waikato's just packing that paint and denying those passes.
And Smiler looking to take Amy Book off the drill. Good job on Amy Book. Nice pass, or shovel pass didn't work.
And Alice gets on the floor, an excellent hustle play. Well, Waikato don't end up with the ball. That kind of commitment and energy and hustle is exactly what you're after, as Alice dives on the ball and Hippolyte stands and watches.
Coach Corbin would be pleased with the hustle play. However, we're back on the offensive end with McGoldrick going quickly off the drive.
And that's Canterbury's bread and butter. They want to get it inside to one of their bigs, find that mismatch, and McGoldrick takes Paulava off the dribble for a layup. Waikato going to their horn set now with Ledger Walker running the point.
Smiler to the basket. Oh, good piece from Ezra McGoldrick, just showing her length there on the defensive end. Good deflection, good block, and recovery. Canterbury combined back with possession.
Yeah, Canterbury combined, they love getting it down into McGoldrick in the post, and they do another job of it right there. So McGoldrick scored the last 4 points from Canterbury, and that's what they want to do. Right? Their guards are excellent, but they want to get their ball inside to their great bigs.
I'd like to see the Waikato perimeter players get into the feeder a bit more and not allow them to make that pass, put some pressure on that pass. So right now McGoldrick's just catching it. She's just getting an easy, non-contested pass from the perimeter, and it's easy.
We're seeing them sag off a little bit, trying to take away the space. But actually, what you're saying, right, is that they should get up on the ball handle and try and make that pass difficult. Yeah, that's right.
Pressure the feeder and then really contest that post position.
Their baseline set, they're getting nothing of it. It's a screen the screener set where McGoldrick tries to screen for Whittaker, and she receives a screen herself, as we see second effort for Canterbury.
Dominating on the offensive boards there. Canterbury combined, and
And I see Jeremiah setting a middle on-ball screen for Smiler, popping. And they're looking for Palava inside against McGoldrick. McGoldrick with her second block in a row.
It's a tough shot to make with her length. And Lauren Hippolyte finishes with a left-hand layup. Nice finish. Canterbury on a little run right now.
Waikato did a great job sucking in the Canterbury combined defense in with that catch, but instead of forcing the shot, she really should have looked out for some of her shooters because McGoldrick's length is exceptionally great.
Oh, nice try. Charlize.
Her change of speed, her deception. As we see Ledger Walker now on the ball against Book. McGoldrick setting a screen.
On the on-ball.
And they're going to switch again now, which puts...
Nice. Good execution.
And they didn't switch that second screen very well. Ledger Walker popped out onto the ball as she should have, but her defender didn't switch onto the screener very well, forcing help rotations, and Whitaker ended up free right next to the hoop.
Good patience by Canterbury to make that extra pass and then look for the next option, the next counter.
Perhaps not the shot they would have wanted. Not a lot of ball movement and a pull-up mid-range shot.
Again, we're seeing the versatility of McGoldrick pushing the ball down the floor. She's on the boards now, contesting the rebounds. Got a recovery. And Amy Book going to the basket, and she's finished.
Nails it. We see Ledger Walker acting as the point guard again. Dribbling ball to the wing. Alice getting a clear out now.
Smiler looking to penetrate. It's not there. The offense is broken down a little bit.
Not a lot of help defense right now. They should look to attack. Great job creating contact. Gets the ball up on the rim, but...
Again, Canterbury owning the boards, the D boards. Here we go. Lauren Hippolyte.
Going to look for Whitaker on that dive. Jeremiah doing a great job though.
Pressure.
Sapphire wide open. McGoldrick setting a nice pin down screen, but she doesn't want to take that shot, and she sees an open lane and says, I'll take the easier 2 points than rather take that 3-point shot, forcing a timeout from Coach Corbin. But then their guards were causing problems driving into the lane. Now they take away their guards. McGoldrick gets a couple of points.
You basically call this the South Island team, wouldn't you? Two Nelsonians.
It's Canterbury combined, but you could almost call it South Island combined, as their Canterbury combined name comes from combining the Christchurch-based Canterbury team with North Canterbury, which is why for this tournament they're called Canterbury Combined. Also got a couple of girls that were developed in Nelson that have moved down to St. Margaret's for schooling this year.
Good defense there from Jeremiah.
Amy Book and Lauren Hippolyte.
Contested that post pass, and can Waikato get something going here in the last position?
It's interesting on that screen they went under, and Hayley Ellis nailed a large amount of threes. We see a third McGoldrick block, and she draws a foul. And so hard to go against someone that's willing to, so good at verticality. Right? She's staying down, having her hands up, not fouling, and blocking you. It's very hard to finish. What they need, right, is what you said in the timeout, isn't it, Nashi? They need ball movement and player movement to try and draw McGoldrick away from the hoop. Instead of trying to finish over the top of the 6'2" big.
McGoldrick again, just on the board. A deep three from Amy Book. And that won't count, but...
Really interesting to see now. We've got Waikato at the ball to start this quarter. Will we see some more ball movement and player movement from them? They get into a high post entry for Jeremiah.
Kind of a 1-4 set, and she wasn't able to reverse the ball quick.
We are seeing more player movement though.
Yeah, and there's some dribble penetration from Alyssa, I think it was.
That's Hayley Ellis, number 9. What we're not seeing though is McGoldrick and Whitaker were just standing next to the hoop still in that position. So maybe they're going to need to prove, hey, we can shoot some 3-point shots to draw those bigs out. And right now, Whitaker and McGoldrick, though that one doesn't fall, Whitaker thinks she was fouled on that, but they get the ball back.
Book for 3.
Any team, especially at this level, is good enough to score if you give them 3 different opportunities to score in the same possession.
Oh, bit of contact.
Yeah, I
felt like there might have been a bit of contact there for Charlize Ledger Walker. She was a bit unlucky there.
McGoldrick gives a wry smile to her junior tall firm teammate, going, maybe I got you on that one. But we see Palava trying to go against McGoldrick.
Nice move.
This time manages to get her. McGoldrick doesn't box out, and Waikato puts it back, and they needed that because they were down 11, and that brings it back to single digits. Waikato are really going to need to find a way to draw Whitaker and McGoldrick away from the hoop because it's so difficult finishing over those 6'3" behemoths of bigs that Canterbury have. Canterbury combined with another middle on-ball set. Hippolyte coming off. Book doing a great job filling in behind Hippolyte as she uses that screen, which creates some open space for her to drive into.
Smiler with the recovery. She's pushing the ball up the floor.
Jeremiah sees a matchup she likes, tries to take Hippolyte off the dribble. Unfortunately, her shot doesn't fall, and they're really going to need something to get going to try and get this margin back. You're down 10 after one quarter. You don't want to be down 20 at halftime. They need a good quarter right now.
Smiler with the three.
Smiler for three now. Bang.
Knocks it down. Nice shot.
And well, that's
Smiler. Now we got some pressure on the ball.
The injection of Harriet Berry.
Yeah, Harriet. That's good defense. Good pressure on Sapphire out the front here. They're really struggling to get into their offense.
And now there's just 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And Berry injected a lot of energy, not only to the Waikato starters, but the Waikato bench right now.
Oh, good patience from Canterbury combined.
What a killer. And 24 seconds of great defense
and then
to give up one open shot in the last 3 seconds. And that's it. Defense is tough. The higher the level you go, defense is hard. You need to be on for 24 seconds, not 23. So Ledger Walker answers straight back. Back-to-back threes.
There's that 1-4 set, and then a pass and a flare screen for Charlize to get free on the perimeter,
and we might start to see this game open up now.
Yeah. So she's starting to heat up. Sapphire driving to the basket, good drive, and there's a foul from Jeremiah, I think. Yes, that blocking foul. Sapphire will
Ledger Walker obviously disagreed with the call. She gave the ref the eye then. Got to give shout outs where it's due. Cruz Parrott Hunt, probably seen that eye a whole bunch. Shout out Cruz.
Sapphire makes the first foul shot. It's 28-20. 7:26 to go in the second quarter. Jeremiah with the ball now.
See Ledger Walker, that 1-4 set again.
And the flare screen again, looking for a three. It's not there. There's a Staggers on the other side. Good ball handoff. And here's Smiler, wide open jump shot.
Bit of miscommunication with
Canterbury
defense
definitely, yeah. Polava going to the basket.
Jeremiah will take
for
that.
Three.
Long. So the shot clock was with 7 seconds left. Waikato will get the ball back. Nice little set just to get Jeremiah free.
Smiler driving.
Had to shoot that into the shot clock. Canterbury combined back with the ball now.
Good defense from Harriet Berry again. Good pressure on the ball. Here we go, extending the pressure. Here we go, they've got a turnover now. Good deflection. Smiler with the ball. Fast break. She holds up. She's looking, searching for a seam. Reverse the ball to Ledger Walker. She's on the perimeter. Shot, deep 3-point shot. It's off the rim and rebound by McGoldrick. Hippolyte with the ball now. She's bringing it down on offense. Pressure again from Smiler. Waikato girls have upped the pressure on defense, especially on the ball.
And they need to, don't they?
Yep.
Because Canterbury, we're seeing now 14 minutes in the game, still haven't had a substitution. As Berry's now matched up against Whitaker.
Good help
from Jeremiah. Doesn't quite get it. Great box out from Ledger Walker. And that's the sort of thing they're going to need to do against Whitaker when they're switching on their defense. They're going to make sure a guard switches onto her, and they need help from their big players.
Jeremiah needs to stay connected with Whitaker as well, especially on those post-to-post screens. She's just allowing her too much space and connected. And what I mean by that is just having contact on her body all the time.
And Charlotte Whitaker steps out and shoots a three.
It's back to a 10-point game, 30-20. Canterbury combined. Leisure Walker going behind the back and driving. She gets 2 shots.
So we see Kendall Kiramaya needs to come out of the game now. He's got some blood, which means we'll see the injection of Jana Hetic for a second time as we get ready to go back into the action as the court's been cleaned, and we see Leisure Walker now the first of her 2 free throws.
Right, Morgan, what do you think? What do you think Waikato need to do in the next 5 minutes to eat into that lead a little bit more?
I mean, I think they need more player and ball movement. Right now we're seeing Canterbury really has the ability to place their bigs under the hoop defensively, and they don't need to move. They're not required to, because their bigs are almost token screeners right now. They're not going to shoot the ball. So Kiramaya, utilising her shooting ability to draw those bigs out, would be real beneficial. That would open the floor up for their guards to be able to attack the rim. The other thing is, if their guards can utilise their three-point shooting ability, Hayley Ellis lit it up in the semi-final. I think she hit 4 threes, and if she could show some of that, that would definitely help ease into the margin. From the counterpoint there, what do Canterbury need to do to maintain this lead?
I think they can keep doing what they're doing. I mean, they're getting second shots. So, with McGoldrick and Whitaker on the boards, they're just really giving them the opportunity to get second looks. And then defensively, they're tying up, attacking the paint and rebounding defensively, so giving themselves 1 shot only for Waikato. However, Olava makes that one.
It's an excellent finish. You almost thought McGoldrick would get another block. Yeah. Because Canterbury are more than comfortable to leave McGoldrick on her own.
Again, just
was hard done by there, but that's regardless of the end wasn't great, but that's great basketball. A big challenge at the shot at the rim. Keeps her head up, even though the shot went in. She's played great D, she knows it. Goes coast to coast, uses her handle to beat some guards down the floor.
Screen, get it. Timing issue on those screens for Waikato. Oh, great fake to hand off and then straight to the basket.
She's just 2 or 3 steps ahead, isn't she? I mean, from the time she started dribbling to the left, she could see what was going to happen in the help defense. And her change of speed and deception is a real skill.
Oh, it's great D there from Walker. She just
picked up her dribble.
Yeah, she's picking up. They've got them. Just got to keep them in the corner now. Don't let them out.
3.
Great defensive pressure there from Walker, showing her experience. Great pass.
Great pick there,
Smiler. Good finish.
Possibly more difficult than it needs to be, but 2 points is 2 points, and a great job.
2-point lead now. 2-point lead now. They've eaten into the lead. It's a new ball game, folks.
And Kendall Kiramaya bleeding was the best thing that's happened to Waikato this game. That little break.
Good defense there. Good hands in the cylinder. We get another deflection, and good hands from McGoldrick.
In spite of that last turnover, you also have to say momentum's kind of changed a little bit.
That's what I like to see, a little bit more aggression on the defensive end and activity on the defensive end from the Waikato girls. Kiramaya.
We see Kiramaya come in with a blood uniform. So previously number 15, now wearing number 20.
A bit of communication lapse there.
Whitaker and Leisure Walker both chased the guard and left the big wide open. Offers help.
Nice pass from Kiramaya.
Good ball pressure there from Smiler. Really troubling Mairau. And then Hessig comes across late and help. And is judged to have committed the foul, so Canterbury combined will go to the line.
try misses the first one. 32-28, 2:46 to go in the second quarter.
And Canterbury need to continue to be aggressive. We see with 2:46 remaining, Waikato is has 4 fouls, which means that from every point, every foul this point on in the quarter, they get 2 free throws. And that's an opportunity for them to score points with the clock stopped. Jeremiah pops a 3. But just even the act, as we see Kennedy assist, but even the act of Jeremiah shooting that 3 might do something to draw McGoldrick out from away from the rim, where she's been wreaking havoc on the smaller guards blocking their shots, as she has to respect
pressure here. Good pressure now. Hittig needs to stay on the ground. She needs to stay on the ground. Charlotte Whittaker's just showing that fake, and she's just losing balance, off balance, and then she's walking now on the perimeter and on ball there from Jeremiah. She's driving. A good block there from Amy Book. I think Amy Book got some hands in there. Yes. Hand on the ball.
And a right smile from Legia Walker. Might have been off her. As we see referee Reese Hamilton just having words with the score bench, possibly around the shot clock, which has been reset to 10, so Waikato will get the ball on the baseline. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. With a tough look trying to go at Whittaker. Whittaker can move her feet almost like a guard, and trying to get around her, it's a tough ask.
Amy Book with the ball, cross screen and on ball from Charlotte Whittaker, looking for her. Good work there from Smiler to try. That's good pressure from Smiler on the post. Smaller girl, but just being active and putting a body on Whittaker, and then
very impressive. Just Canterbury were even doing a good job there. You know, they were denying passes. Kendall was helping. Oh, great little set for Legia Walker. Unfortunately, too much traffic for her to get that
finish. Legia Walker coming in behind with a tip. Just trying to get that tip to Harriet Berry. Canterbury combined position.
See Book lose her footing.
She's on the ground. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. No. Yes. 3 second call.
Good call there by referee Reese Hamilton. As we see Charlize Legia Walker bring the ball up, pointing down at the ground.
Ball, she's looking. Hand off. Very top to Hittig. Another hand off to Smiler. Smiler looking at the head. Good closeout. Good pitch out. Harriet Berry on the drive. Back
3,
to Smiler.
2, 1. Berry was hesitant to take that shot with 4 seconds left, and they didn't find a better one. Canterbury combined, up 3, 33-30. They have an opportunity to go for a 2-for-1 perhaps. Choose not to take it, they'll just run through their set.
Some movement, good movement. Oh, shot from, 3-point shot from. And there's McGoldrick just getting on the board. A good piece from Hittig. 14 seconds to go.
So Legia Walker showing her IQ there, 10 seconds left. She's not going to give Canterbury a shot.
Jeremiah takes the quick 3 and misses, but Hittig on the ball.
Not on the same memo.
She tries to shoot again, Smiler with the ball. And Charlize Walker with the 3, no good.
And we're back for the second half of action at the Under-19 Basketball New Zealand National Championships. We're seeing Canterbury combined with the ball now. They're up 33-30 after one half of action against the Waikato team. And we are seeing Waira with the ball now, kicking it out to Book. And Legia Walker!
The block. What a great block.
Still 8 seconds left on the shot clock, so Book didn't even really need to force that 3-point shot. Legia Walker's clearly got a hand up. seconds.
Light with the
2,
nice pass.
1.
Oh.
As a coach, that's a coach killer, isn't it? Played great defense for 24 seconds, then the referee calls a foul against you. And you're thinking, we almost had them. We almost had the ball.
Just for the viewers out there, Morgan and I had a conversation at halftime about the importance of role players. Players on your team coming in and adding some extra fire to the team, contributing in some way, the value of role players. And we were just talking about how both these teams have gone with their starters for a huge chunk of this first half, and how fatigue could set in. Is one of the role players off the benches of either of these teams going to change the nature of the game as we go into the second half?
Yeah, we see Waikato going 7 deep. They've used Hettick to rest their bigs, and they've used Berry.
Strong rebound, good block from Whitaker. Reese going straight back up, and she gets the contact. It's good to see. Let's see if this is on Whitaker, is it?
Not sure, but we've seen Berry with extended minutes now, and Alice playing, resting their guards for Waikato. However, and Hiramaya had a little rest when she was at the blood foul, but we've seen Palava as well. Hettick has given her a rest. So while their rotation's been short, we've seen Waikato with a little bit of rotation. Over on the Canterbury side, we've seen Kennedy come in for Hippolyte, and that's it. And Kennedy sits back down on the bench. So you'd have to be quite worried if you were the Canterbury coach and one of your players got fouled out.
Well, full get back into that full pressure, but easily handled with Goldberg bringing the ball up. Back with Sapphire. And now that high-low action.
In the high post.
Good hands there from Harriet Berry. Yeah, this is what we talked about, you know. Waikato are being active on the defensive end with their hands, getting them deflections. A good help there from Harriet Berry. Pulls that turnover.
That's when they've been at their best. In the first quarter, you saw their defense wasn't that active, but when they stepped it up, and it was really when Harriet Berry entered the game, I feel, is when their energy picked up, and their whole team fed off her energy as she pressured far out.
Book for three, she got her feet set. Yeah, there we go. We always talk about shooters getting their feet set and square to the basket. She had them nice and set, square early, and nailed that three.
Yeah, there's a number of ways to do that, you know, 1-2, you know, catch on a hop, but however way you do it, having your feet set early before you catch is crucial in allowing your release to be early. It's really hard to block that.
Hit a mile with a three. She misses. Whitaker with the rebound.
See, Book trailing the action, holding her face, and this game's been really physical. And given that this game's been much more physical than pool play or semis for these teams, that's another thing to keep in mind as these girls are playing 40 minutes.
Canterbury 39-32, 7-point lead. Need to walk with the ball out the front. Step back three, it's short. The hustle on the board.
Jeremiah with a great effort getting on the ground.
She gets the ball.
Great job. And we saw Canterbury start this quarter with the ball. So possession arrows pointing Waikato's way, so they'll get awarded the ball after the jump ball, so they'll have it on the baseline.
A little kill cut from Hiramaya, but she didn't get the ball. There's Krista Walker driving now and gets the foul.
Well, we're seeing the last couple of possessions now. It's been late in the shot clock, ball in Charlize's hands. Still 17 minutes to go. Waikato are going to need to find a way to get back to that ball movement, that player movement they had for a little bit in the second quarter to get some baskets.
First, 39-33.
So Waikato's been really good at taking care of the ball. They've only had 2 turnovers this whole game, but 1 of 12 from 3. And their shots really aren't dropping, which means Canterbury can really plug the paint, as we've seen the Goldberg score in the paint. But McGoldrick and Whitaker have license to stand in the paint because Waikato haven't proven that they're hitting threes this game. We see now the inclusion of Alana Walters for Canterbury as Charlotte Whitaker is taking a break due to fatigue.
It's good. So a good key period here for Charlotte Whitaker to get some rest. Nice cushion, 7-point cushion. And they looked at McGoldrick and Book to get them going on the offensive end.
Waters chases her own rebound.
Amy Book with a drive, good pitch out. Unfortunately, Charlize Leedy-Walker read that. And she's up in transition, pushing the ball forward. Oh, scoop layup didn't work. I think she was trying to get some contact. And, untidy finish. Glide out the top. Step back to McGoldrick. She's got step pivot with the left hand. She misses. And again, here's Waikato putting on pressure on the offensive end. Charlize Walker to the basket.
Easy makes it look so easy, doesn't it? It looks like an easy layup, but then why can't everyone just do that? Her change of speed and the way she creates contact really makes life difficult for the defense. She looks like she's not going to try and score. You change your body angle. Great job.
There we go. She's going to the basket on Book and gets a foul. Good period here for Waikato. The lead down to 3.
Again, it's their activity on defense leading the way.
Smiler makes the first. It's now 41-37 to Canterbury combined. She looks down second. 41-38, a 3-point lead to Canterbury combined. Got pressure here from Smiler on Sapphire. They will again good pressure out front. Good crossover. Sapphire getting basket hits. Whitaker, is that no? It was Charlotte Whitaker. She missed that mid-range jump shot. And she didn't have
it sitting down now.
Nice. That was a great screen from Jeremiah.
Nice back cut there. Way to use that screen.
She misses. Three from Cook.
Another 3 and nothing but yeah. We see Alice now, she's back in the game. She sat out for a lengthy period throughout the second quarter.
Jeremiah looking to go on Charlotte Whitaker. Oh, there might have been some contact there on the leg of Jeremiah when she went to the basket. However, the referee didn't see it that way, and it's Waikato possession from the end line. Looking to go. She's really looking to drive on. Just an untidy finish. Did all the hard work but just couldn't finish.
Yeah, unfortunate. But you're seeing the activity now and the energy levels raised for Waikato. Look like the game is getting away from them for a little bit, both in the first and early third. But they've pegged that lead back as we see Safe Awaira again getting pressured. Kennedy's in the game now. Waters doing a great job, a role player providing great minutes for them as Whitaker gets that mid-range jump shot again.
Good look, good penetration, little penetration from Lauren Hippolyte. Interesting. Coach Corbin wouldn't be too happy with the screening from the Waikato girls. I think, you know, when you talk about screening, you've got to make contact with whoever you're screening, and a lot of the screens are missing air, just getting air, so they're not being able to get people open for their shots. So an area they can tidy up on the offensive end. Anyway, bit of a battle under the basket between Paulava and Whitaker. Whitaker wins that one, and she gets the foul.
Yes, and Canterbury, we were just talking about at the start of this half, weren't we, Natu, that they weren't subbing much, but now we've seen at the start of this quarter, Whitaker's taken a small break. Hippolyte's already had a break in the first half. Now we see Book and McGoldrick both sitting down at the same time. They've probably got one eye towards the last few minutes, sort of accepted, okay, this game's going to be close, and it's who's going to be the better at the end that's going to determine our champion here.
Or they could have been listening to us.
That was probably it, I think. That's good analysis as we see Ledger Walker at point.
Assisted that one for the set. Full forward. Great pass. That was a great pass from Paul Hubber. It was a thread needle pass.
It was an excellent pass, but even smarter almost. Yeah. Instead of using the flare screen to pop out to the wing, Ledger Walker saw that Wairau lost sight of her and she decided to back cut to the hoop. It's a very high IQ play and an excellent
great reads. Some great reads. Read there from
Book.
There again, Charlotte Whitaker on the boards. I love it. Jeremiah's got to do a better job of making contact and creating space for herself so she can't get over the back, push her on the back. Yeah. (45-42) with 2:24 to go in the third quarter.
The match is much more tit for tat now. We're seeing a very energetic Waikato team. And again, Waikato is still shooting less than 20% from three. A couple of these shots go in. Great
the two-round jumper. Here goes Jeremiah. There we go. For the ball. Still Kemei. Back to Steve. 3-point shot from Crystal Ledger Walker. She misses, but there's Jeremiah after the ball. Just in time.
And we see Whitaker getting pressured by Jeremiah up the court. Just 8 seconds left on the shot clock now as Whitaker sits on the screen. Oh! Harriet Berry is on the
referee felt that she was holding back a little. Let's see if McGoldrick coming in. Is she going to come in for Whitaker? Yes, she is.
That's Whitaker's third foul, so she may sit down for the 1:22, and that'll leave her fresh for the next 10 minutes, I'm sure.
Ball back with Charlize Ledger Walker.
She's calling a horn set here, so we'll see both bigs come to the top here. She's going to use Palava's screen.
And a clear out for her drive.
She likes the matchup against Wairau.
Now they're executing well, Waikato, and the pressure's on now to put some more token pressure up the court. They're taking the lead for the first time in the second half, 46-45, first time in a while, so Lauren Hippolyte with the drive.
Walker in transition. She does a great job. She really got in McGoldrick's path, and McGoldrick couldn't slow down in time, so a great job by Ledger Walker. High IQ play. And knowing her, she probably knew even that Canterbury was in their fifth foul, and she was going to get 2 shots out of that.
So, yeah, Waikato on an 8-0 run at the moment.
You don't see that very often.
Charlize Ledger Walker couldn't add to the... Couldn't make it 9, so... Second shot. She misses that one as well. So 1-point lead to Waikato, 46-45, with 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Waikato doing a great job here, driving by Sapphire. Good pitch out. Another drive, another
great
pitch out.
To McGoldrick
with a jump shot. Nice shot. Good mid-range jump shot. Harriet Berry tracked that one down. 24 seconds to go. Nice cut from Jeremiah, and just a little bit loose on that finish. And Waikato will get the last possession of the quarter. 17 seconds left.
Excellent hustle play. They almost had no rights to that rebound at all. But really, that energy, commitment, that hustle, that's all you can ask for from the players. They managed to get the ball back.
Yeah, Paolava got after that one. 17 seconds to go. I'll get the last shot. 46-47 to Canterbury combined. However, foul on... Is it McGoldrick?
Foul on...
No.
Didn't see who was on there, but... Looked like he called it on Waters.
Yeah, I think the foul was on number 10. Yep,
yeah.
Alana Walters.
But that's the second. It's interesting. Common basketball knowledge is that you hold for the last shot when you've got the ball with less than 24 seconds, because make or miss, you don't allow the opposition a shot. So for the last 30 seconds, you're going 0-0, or you're going to go 2-0, 3-0. You're going to gain some points. But Jeremiah shows no interest in that for the second quarter in a row.
Lava misses that one too. Again, was it a wise decision to take that quick shot? Oh, trying to shoot over the top of McGoldrick. I don't think so. Great pass from Sapphire. Great pass.
And that against Canterbury's starting unit of Hippolyte, Wairau, Book at the guards, and then the junior Tallfern twin tower pair of Whitaker and McGoldrick is on.
There we go. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Great help by Ledger Walker. Ledger Walker not happy with that foul call, but you have to say if they just boxed out and got that defensive rebound, avoid that foul from taking place.
Good high-low action again. McGoldrick to Whitaker.
Yeah, they're running that nice set where their wing comes free on the free throw extended line off a big screen, and then they get a high-low out of that by finding a big at the elbow. The only possible one I see is Waikato might sub Smiler back into the game, as McGoldrick makes down both. Interesting, Jeremiah's been given the ball right now.
He's run the point. And they're looking at post action.
Yeah, there you go. Ledger Walker against Wairau.
Nice. Good advantage. Good change tactically. Nice up and under there from...
We saw Ledger Walker go at...
Sorry, excuse me. Charlize Ledger Walker. Apologies there again.
We saw Ledger Walker go at Wairau at the end of the quarter, and she obviously spies the matchup she likes, so she just hands the ball to Jeremiah and says,
"Here we go.
Just give the ball to me."
Charlize Ledger Walker with a steal now. She's got the ball.
I reckon she might try the same thing, but Book is a tougher opponent than Wairau to post against.
Look to repost again. Oh, great. Rip through. Oh, my gosh. Here we're seeing Charlize Ledger Walker taking over the game now in the fourth quarter.
The basketball IQ is off the charts.
51-49 to
the
Waikato.
Release angle, but creating the contact, the ability to finish like that around traffic. She's now defending Charlotte Whitaker.
Oh, you've got to work on boxing out. Good job, that second effort there from Jeremiah. She forgot about boxing out the first time, but managed to do it the second time, so now we get another position.
Wairau's going to match up with
this is
Walker
a great
again.
Change in offensive change. Oh, good block and help.
Good help from McGoldrick that time.
That's
what happens when you get high IQ players. Book loves that shot, that mid-range pull-up. What happens when you get high IQ players? McGoldrick spied what they were doing and said, "I'm going to block you this time."
Nice behind the back end. Euro. Was that a Euro step? I thought that was a Euro step. Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely executed. Just couldn't finish on that layup. And here's McGoldrick with the ball. Back to Book on the perimeter. He sets the on ball and off.
Harriet Berry is in 2 offensive fouls now. You debate all you like whether they were offensive fouls or not.
Coach Corbin's going to continue with that strategy.
That'll be interesting to see. This time McGoldrick's matching up against... and Charlize
great
Walker
pass.
sets the
There's a
screen.
great pocket pass there from Jeremiah. Just unfortunately, they couldn't pick that one up. And a foul.
Unlucky on Smiler. I really liked it that time, and I think it was just instinctive IQ there. McGoldrick matched up with Ledger Walker, which is great coaching from Sally Farm, but then Ledger Walker noticed that and just instead of posting up, set a screen for Jeremiah that time. Jeremiah threw a smart pass, but the pass itself wasn't accurate.
Yeah, I'd like to see Charlize Walker. She could either set that pick, or she could just clear out, go straight high post, and then Jeremiah will have the driving lane. They've switched back now with Sapphire onto Irel Sapphire onto Charlize Leger-Walker. Oh, the ball bounced.
What I liked about that position was that Wairau was matched up as per usual.
Good boards there. Oh, another piece by McGoldrick.
Oh,
she's tough. She's a tough kid. She's playing really hard on the defensive end. She's changing shots, blocking shots, getting deflections. Good pressure there. Now she's down there. A nice drop step, left-hand finish. She misses on that, but she gets the ball back. Waikato got to do a better job of boxing out, limiting second shots. Whittaker again, she misses. Charlize Leger-Walker with the ball now, coming away. Wairau on her. Wairau Sapphire on her. There you go. Jeremiah. Charlize Leger-Walker looking for a handoff. And a jump shot.
And that is what she was offering in the semi-final. She was almost automatic. Every time she touched it, she was going to shoot the ball. And now we're seeing
Waikato with a 4-point lead
to try and answer.
Yeah, she answers with a 3. That's poor recognition from the Waikato girls. They should know that Amy Book is a great shooter, and to leave her with that much time and that much space is just, that's money.
We're seeing, I believe, really smart defense from Canterbury now. McGoldrick saw Jeremiah was trying to bring the ball up and switched herself onto Leger-Walker to avoid that post upset from Waikato. So Canterbury doing a great job on defense. Leger-Walker doing a great job walling and then getting out to Book.
Yeah. Nice drive and pitch from Sapphire.
Seeing some really good basketball there. And that's
nice little baseline jump shot from Charlotte Whittaker. Gets Canterbury combined up 1. 55-40. 54 is the score at the moment.
And they combined for a great basket just then, didn't they? They were all 5 of them just driving kick.
Two person goals,
Did McGoldrick get armor ball? But who knows? She has the ball.
Leading the break. Oh, an errant pass. Book couldn't control it.
The differences, main differences, turnovers. Canterbury have 14, and as we just saw one before the timeout, Amy Book running out of bounds. Waikato only 4, doing an excellent job taking care of the ball. The other difference though in Canterbury's favour, 42 rebounds to 30. Their second chance points really keeping them in the game.
Down screens, good posting Jeremiah. Oh, they're looking to go at Jeremiah. Nice Lava with a short jump shot. It's not there. She really has to make that shot.
Waikato doing a great job with pressure.
Looking to trap on the sideline. Here comes Jeremiah.
A good trap down by Jeremiah. McGoldrick was trailing the play, so Jeremiah thought my player can't get past the ball and traps her.
That could be 3 or 5 seconds in the key.
5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 2 points. That's all that matters according to the game.
57-54. Canterbury combined with a 3-point lead. Smiler looking to drive. I think be better wise not to drive on the Twin Towers. Palava with a nice little turnaround.
So Palava isn't listening to our commentary, obviously. Don't pull up on the Twin Towers. Spin move over both of them.
Yeah, good on
the basket. We're seeing the possession battle really even due to rebounding favouring Canterbury, Book for 3, and the turnover battle favouring Waikato.
There's Jeremiah falling asleep again.
Leger-Walker picks up the ball.
Here comes Charlize to the basket, left hand hook. No good.
Doesn't quite get it, unfortunately. So we're entering the last 4 minutes now. Canterbury shooting the ball a little better than Waikato, but Waikato's free throws better. And Polava charged with a blocking foul.
Goldrick, really smart, looking ahead and seeing she had Polava defending her, so just took the ball to the basket. Got the result she wanted. 2 shots, foul line. 57-56, 3:44.
We're seeing a very even battle develop here, and you start to look at some of your key players as Esma McGoldrick's on the free throw line. She, at the moment, has 14 points and 21 rebounds. What a stat line. You see Charlotte Whittaker, 15 points, 12 rebounds, sorry. And then over on the other side, you're seeing the class of Leger-Walker. She had 3 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists on the semi. Today, 27 points, 9 rebounds.
And as we spoke, At the beginning of the contest, we talked about rebounding, and Canterbury combined are owning the boards at the moment, both ends. But the Waikato girls are still there, 59-56, 3:30 to go. Drive from Smiler, nice back reverse scoop, and she makes it. A 1-point game now. Good seal from Whitaker inside, but she couldn't get...
Great job, Alice, getting right up in Hippolyte's pocket. She can't shoot there.
Nice seal from Charlotte Whitaker. Good, again, good post-entry pass from McGold.
Waikato is running a variety of sets throughout the game, and Canterbury, can they stop them? We'll see. You know, but we know that Waikato isn't stopping that high-low right now.
Hitting.
Probably not the best shot.
No.
Despite our advice earlier, Pulava going against it, I think our advice stands, try not to take on the Twin Towers.
Oh, and then Jeremiah fouls Amy Book.
Wow. You don't see that often. A, fouling a shooter, but B, they make the shot when you foul them. That's extremely dispiriting then, and it gives Canterbury a 5-point lead, which is one of the biggest leads we've seen in this game this quarter.
It's a good concentration there from Amy Book. Can she finish the play now? 63-58 at the moment. She misses that one, and again...
Great commitment from Book, diving on the floor even though she doesn't get it. Alice, nice pass to Ledger Walker. She's fouled by McGoldrick. And Ledger Walker a little frustrated with herself that she didn't finish that shot with the contact. But critical patch the match now for Waikato, down 5, 2.5 minutes left.
Ledger Walker makes the first foul shots. It's a 4-point game, 63-59. Three-point game, 63-60 with 2:35 left in the game. There you go, kid. Oh, that's a mismatch. Look, Hittig. That was just too easy. However, Whitaker misses that shot, and Jeremiah comes away with the ball. She's pushing, searching, looking for a seam. Ledger Walker with a drive. Misses the layup.
We're seeing Whitaker miss a shot that's been easy money for her all tournament, that mid-range shot, and Ledger Walker missing an easy money Euro step right-hand finish in the lane.
Jeremiah with the ball. Can Waikato execute and score here?
Jeremiah sees the numbers advantage, or disadvantage rather, and pulls the ball up.
Oh, miscommunication there. Jeremiah wasn't looking. Canterbury just need to control position here and get through their offense. They've got the lead.
Great pass all the way to Whitaker.
Up to Lauren Hippolyte with a good drive, good pitch out, and
she's been money all tournament, missed a couple now. The Waikato didn't even try and challenge that shot. We're now down to the final minute 20. Ball in Charlize Ledger Walker's hands. She wants a horn set.
This game and this opportunity is Jeremiah. She shoots the deep three. That's look at Smiler chasing.
You want to get at this stage a really high percentage look. You don't want to risk a lower percentage look. You're down 3, 1.5 minutes left. You have to score. And right now they're in a position, since they didn't, they have to get a stop. It's a crucial possession. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Book is free. Ledger Walker, great hands, and comes off Book. Waikato will be awarded the ball. Coach Corbin will call a timeout, so we're going to see now Waikato get the ball down 3, 52 seconds left with the ball in their own attacking half. I was going to say I'd really like to see McGoldrick match up on Ledger Walker again, so that if there's a screen they can switch, and it's a good matchup anyway.
Let's see what they're running. Oh, the three from Kendall. Oh,
Kendall! Jeremiah hit the three.
Ties the game.
And no timeout from Canterbury. It's Canterbury obviously drew up a set in the last timeout.
Foul. Canterbury combined. Book with the ball, she drives, she stops. Good defense.
Their offense is broken down.
Good help, good help.
They're just running through their normal stuff.
Hitting. Good drive by McClough. Was that a block? It was a block. 21 seconds left. They got to get the ball to...
They're getting the ball to Charlize. Final shot.
Here we go. Is that a 1-4 left? No, it's a horn set.
There's no
plenty
difference
of
between
time.
the
There's
shot clock
plenty of time.
and the
There's
game
plenty
clock.
of time. With the hook shot. Oh,
No timeout from Canterbury.
2. A 3-point shot blocked. No.
Foul. 3-point shot. On the buzzer. Zero time left. Zero time left.
And there are 3 shots. Amy Book would win the game.
Rewind a second now to Canterbury didn't take any timeouts. 45 seconds left, they had the ball. There was a timeout prior, but they didn't seem to organise their set next time down. They were a bit messy, and their set was taken away from them, as we see. So Waikato's either won a national championship or they're going to overtime. And the class of Fletcher Walker to get that shot at the end as well.
Young Amy Book here. She makes the second. Great to see her compose herself. And now, is there no time on the clock?
Zero time on the clock.
So why are they rebound? I just think, is there Amy Book to tie the game? They're missing. Unfortunate.
Waikato are your under-19 national champions.
What a great finish to the...
Yeah, absolutely. And Canterbury will be left wondering that they did not call a timeout to advance the ball with 9 seconds left.